So how many layers of drums are on that?
It's just one
Just
track.
one?
Yeah, it's one track.
Wow. This episode is being supported by Tapeit. If you currently use voice notes to record your ideas, you should try Tapeit instead.
For this one, there was like a 8-inch snare as well, which kind of gives it that really like tight, like jungly feel, like, or like pitched up snare drum sort of thing, because it's really high, it's really small, and that's what was going on here. So let me play some of the drums.
So that's all kit.
Yeah.
Because it really does sound like a breakbeat track.
Yeah. We did do a lot of processing, didn't we, to kind of also make some of these drums feel like breakbeats. There's a few layers going on to the drums as well. So there's obviously, as we were saying, we were sort of creating this like breakbeat kind of feel to it. So I've got like a tube distortion unit, the plug-in Alliance black box, which is an amazing plug-in for like crunch and saturation. I've got that pretty high. Like I'd usually be using like maybe 10% or something in the mix, and that's on about 40%.
Right. I got to hear that now.
So that's going, so that's going hard. And then there's a clipper as well. There's so many different clipper plugins out there that are like amazing. I really love this one. So there's Boz Labs big clipper, which is just kind of cutting the top off the signal. So that's the drums without that like saturation. And that's without the compressor that's kind of holding it all together as well. So once you add that kind of compression and the saturation, it really makes it feel a lot more like gritty, vibey. And then there's this crunch as well that's going on, which is us putting like the drums and piano together through like a Culture Vulture. Which is again amazing distortion unit that we've got in there. That's a bit of hardware outboard. That we were able to throw it through to give it some vibe, and then this like drum chamber sound as well. So that's added all together.
If you, like so many of our guests, use voice notes to capture your ideas, you will love Tapeit. It's the iPhone recording app designed specifically for musicians and songwriters. With Tapeit, you can record straight from your lock screen, set markers, add notes, and even include photos of settings. Plus, there's cloud sync, you can import your old voice notes, and to stay on top of it all, Tapeit has great labeling features like automatic instrument detection. And all of the above is free. If you currently use voice notes, switching to Tapeit is a no-brainer. And there's more. If you upgrade to Tapeit Pro, it uses 2 microphones on your iPhone along with gentler dynamic compression to give a much more natural sound than any of the usual apps. And we have a huge offer for you. 50% off Tapeit Pro if you upgrade now. Just go to the app and use the promo code TAPENOTES or click the link in the description below.
Obviously we've got a bit of the piano in there as well.
So how many layers of drums are on that?
It's just one
just
track.
One?
Yeah, it's one track.
Wow.
But a lot of mics, because we had loads of. Obviously, I was saying that he's playing the snare drum, but also like the 8-inch snare as well, and then different cymbals. I think he might have had like a hat on the snare as well.
Because there's like the 8-inch snare, the normal, like it would have been maybe 14-inch snare
Yeah.
that he was playing. Then there was, I think there was a hat, or he had something else on the snare.
Yeah.
Right.
Might have been like a splash cymbal, like a small cymbal that just kind of sat on the side to give it a bit of tone.
But then he also had the cymbal stack of like old cymbals bent to kind of give it like, it's kind of a weird, it's a hi-hat sound, but it's not a hi-hat sound. It's like kind of just a high-end ting
metallic thing.
Feel. And so there's lots of things going on with the drums, but there's no like overdubbing or anything on there.
No. It's all live.
But it's funny listening to this isolated, because listening to it isolated, it doesn't sound like it would, like if I was hearing that first time, that's just listening to those drums, and then you put the piano and the organ and everything in, I'd be like, oh, that's not what I was thinking that break would be from.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it does sound like it's a jungle sounding break.
Sounds like Ronnie Size or something.
Yeah, so, but that's kind of became a running thing throughout the albums. Like, we have these kind of jungle drums present throughout, and so I think this is like the perfect intro track to the album, because it builds in a nice way that kind of becomes quite explosive, and the album then, can flow, and it also like has it points towards things that are going to happen, later on in the album, like with this drum break and stuff. It's just, I don't know, listen to that by itself just sounds wicked.
It does, doesn't it?